we have the amazing, beautiful, lovely Danny Jones with us this week. How are you, Danny, mate? You okay?
I'm very well, mate.
Good, mate. Yeah, we've just been incriminating ourselves talking about how not to gig.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
If the shoe fits. But yeah, we've been getting a few people on, asking them a little bit about like how they got into full-time gigging and stuff, where they're at right now, what they're kind of enjoying, what they're not enjoying so much. And you were starting something about getting the MU involved, Musicians Union, right? Don't name the venue. Don't name the venue.
Yeah, so I've just not been paid.
Okay. How long for? How much?
We've hit the 8-week mark.
Okay.
And they owe me £300.
Wow. Okay. It's really hard with like venues and stuff as well, because like there's often a weird chain of command to try and speak to people or try and like, what do the MU do?
So in fact, so the excuses are quite good. The first excuse was that the accountant had COVID. Yeah. And I didn't. Does COVID still exist?
What, 8 weeks ago?
The accountant had COVID 8 weeks ago. Oh. So that was the first reason. Now it's that the owner needs to be present to approve of all payments. And I'm like, well, he must have been present in the last 8 weeks at some point.
Yeah.
The first message I had from them was, we put the cash aside. Is cash okay? Right. I said, well, I've driven all the way back from Shrewsbury now. So ideally, no.
Yeah.
Sent them my bank details and I said, "Why?" I said to the person that's managing it, any chance you could just pocket the cash?
Yeah.
And just wire me the money?
Oh.
She ignored that message.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah.
So what's Connor incriminated himself with this weekend?
I'm waiting on a couple of payments actually. One of them.
Don't say it's from a gig that I gave you.
I made Carlos look so bad, right? Because, right.
We're meant to be lifting each other up.
No. He was laughing about it, but
okay, fine.
But I know inside, Anyway, so we got booked, me and Carlos, to go and play the Devon Doorway. You remember that?
Yeah.
So anyway, we were playing it, and we were getting like, I don't remember what the fee was, like £150. Amazing gig, loved it. Right, really nice. It was a bit rainy, but it was okay. And then I found out when I got there that the day was for charity. Right. Like it was for a cancer charity, and I obviously recently my dad, and stuff has had a few brushes with cancer, so I went, don't worry about it, just don't pay me, like donate my fee to the charity. And then Carlos was like, "What? Like you can't do that." He's like, "I look really bad for taking the money now." And I was like, "Well, I was just..." So I just went and played for free and gave my fee to the charity.
You should have given half your fee to Carlos, half your fee to the charity.
Yeah, he probably feels really bad.
Did he?
With that money.
So he just carried on, pretended that hadn't happened, that didn't exist.
Oh, I think he's probably pretended he didn't know or something like, "Oh, did he?" Or, how noble.
You're giving to charities a tax write-off as well, so Carlos is probably doing a bit of that.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, that's one. I'm still waiting on getting paid from Mowgli.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Still.
Are we out?
Is this the dog show thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we outing people now? Are we?
No, I'm just saying I'm still waiting on getting paid. It's fine if they could just, hurry up.
Get on with it. Because you enjoyed that weekend.
It was, yeah. I just want to get paid.
It was a good opportunity, but it sounded a bit chaotic.
I want to get paid for dealing with that certain band that I almost said. They
might play guitars that aren't full-sized.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll tag them in the description of the video.
There was a folk band that was on, and they were nightmares. Nobody liked them. I had a meeting afterwards. In a bar with the head of security for the event, and he said they were abusive to the park and staff.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think I've actually told you this, but this is a hilarious story. So the reason they were abusive was, so they were all, oh God, I'm basically revealing who they are, but I'm not going to say the name, but like they're all of an older age, shall we say? Like it's a community band, right?
I'm getting a gist.
So they showed up at the park and the head of security's son was running the parking. So he said to them, like, there's the parking spaces. There's 15 cars, right? And they said, "Oh no, we're not parking there. Like we're old. Like we need to park in disabled." And he's like, "Well, are you disabled? Have you got a badge?" Mm-hmm. No. They're like, we're just old and we need to like lump this gear. So he said, well, I can't let you park in disabled if you're not disabled because we need that space for people who are disabled. And apparently they just started literally swearing at him and everything, saying like, we're here to play music like for your thing and all that. And anyway, so they were apparently pretty abusive to security staff. They then got to me, who was running all the sound for the thing. And I was having a conversation with the lead manager of the festival, one of the lead organisers, and I was speaking to her. One of the guys come up to me and went, "Are you doing the sound?" And I went, "Yeah." And he went, "Well, can you hurry up because we're on in 5 minutes?"
What?
And I was like,
and you turned up without most of the stuff already being like set up
and I was like, "Mate, I'm the stage manager. Like, you go on when I tell you that you go on, not when you demand."
Connor there, like,
you know
actually, mate.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, they end up getting on 5 minutes late, and that was me just deliberately like, "Can you just give me that kick again? Can you just give me that kick again?" "Oh, I can't quite hear it." "Oh, it's on mute, sorry." Yeah, so as I say,
ever professional.
They were a nightmare.
So first 6 minutes is Connor chasing his payments.
Yeah, but
digging a hole.
Do you know what? I've actually
climbing in.
I've actually got some positive things to say, right? So I'll give you a bit of positivity.
Yeah, go on.
Right, okay. So
this might be a guest episode where Connor just talks.
Okay, no, this is only going to be quick. But so I've bought this book, haven't I?
Oh God!
What's the book?
Off TikTok shop.
No, it's
How
not.
to get TikTok famous.
It's not. I bought this book. I was telling Harry about him. It's of a guy that wrote it that I've followed on Instagram.
You'll never guess how much you paid for it.
No, don't reveal that because, if HMRC are listening, it was 300 quid. But
it's a tax deductible book.
Yeah, of course. So this guy I followed on TikTok. No, not TikTok. Well, he's on.
It's a TikTok book.
No, it's not.
Connor becomes
I follow him on
TikTok.
Instagram.
TikTok for dummies. Or
I follow him on Instagram, but he's also on TikTok, right? And he does high end weddings though. Getting like he does about 4 or 5 international weddings a month.
Is this like an ebook? He's gonna give you a masterclass on how to get some more gigs.
Kind of, yeah.
Right.
So
on how
it
to
was
get
one
TikTok.
of them things.
Okay.
So I was telling Harry like that I've bought this book and okay, it costs nearly 50 quid, right? I'm just gonna say, right, for a book.
Is it a physical book or an ebook?
No, it's an ebook. But anyway,
no.
right. The thing is,
50 quid ebook.
The thing is, right, is that it actually is great. I'm only like 3 chapters in, but already I feel like it's learned me a lot about getting the higher paid.
It's learned
gigs.
him a lot as well.
Yeah.
Not taught you a lot.
Yeah,
though.
well, you know what I mean.
No.
So I do feel it's going to make a big positive impact.
Okay, cool.
On my career.
Is it like turning up to gigs on time, not double booking yourself?
I'll come back and I'll be like, I've just got 10k for a gig because of this book.
Okay.
So you watch this
I
space
will eat my flip-flops.
Well, surely out of the goodness of your heart, you're just going to share that information with us all anyway, so we don't need to pay 50 quid ourselves.
It's actually pyramid selling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Connor's trying to sell it to us for 50 quid.
I can sell the book to you for 60 quid.
Hang on a minute. If I can go to the source.
But no, it has been about it has been.
Go on, give us one thing that
you want a tip
that will be transformative.
I'll give you this one for free, right? I'll give you this one for free. Okay, so let me think. Right, so the first chapter. I've briefly told you about this. The first chapter is about.
Oh God, this is yeah. So if you want to think like proper Cosmic Scouts away, this is how to think about gigging, right?
Yeah. So right.
Connor's going to talk about energy and drugs.
Drug dealing, right?
Great.
Right. You got to be like a drug dealer, right? Let me tell you, right? So this makes perfect sense. This is what's learned me, right? So the first page is all going on about like Al Capone,
about the first page.
Al Capone, you know. No, I promise, right.
Al Capone was not the name I thought was going to
right.
come out.
So, okay, so basically, right.
Page 1, Al Capone.
What it says is, what I'm trying to get to here is that it says that essentially you're like a drug dealer, but what you're doing is like you're selling like dopamine to people, right? So
selling musical highs.
Selling good experiences.
Okay.
You know, you're selling a release of feel-good chemicals, right? And the thing is, what they were saying was the kind of base of it is it's not about you. It's not about the songs that necessarily that you're playing. None of that matters. It's just about how they feel. You know, it's making them feel like they're having a good time, making them feel like this is the best night ever. Because if you look back in time, you don't remember like the songs people sung or whatever. You remember how they made you feel. You see where I'm going
The
with
words
this?
I agree with. There is some kind of pseudo-sciencey, mumbo-jumbo-y.
And if you buy this crystal, no, but
it releases positive salt kinetic energy into the room.
exactly, yeah.
And it aligns everyone's chakras.
you put
and they
it
all
in-
start floating.
yeah, you put it in the smoke machine.
That is just drug dealing.
yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
Danny. I'm not sure you necessarily expected that this is what we were going to be going on
Pretty
to.
random.
But yeah.
So,
if you
I'm,
listen to,
I'm intrigued though. I want to.
Yeah.
I want to hear about page 2.
No,
Yeah.
the book is
Al
actually
Capone,
really good.
Dalai Lama.
It teaches you like basically like how to sort of just conduct everything from the first messages to like going right through to the gig. It's basically just a book on teaching you how to be professional in all avenues, which I'm trying to still learn. And it's just kind of about how to work your way up to those clients and how to appeal more to those clients with the bigger budgets instead of just your sort of everyday sort of wedding.
It's the last
budgets.
chapter, how to then monetize that information to make even more
No,
money.
the last chapter.
How to write your own ebook.
Actually, the last chapter, because I read the contents page, I believe the last chapter is something to do with. Oh God! Oh no! Oh, I know you're going to react to this. The last chapter is something to do with signing up to his like
Academy or something.
yeah, something like that. The point is,
You're going to go on a retreat with him.
yeah. Oh God, yeah. I'm rethinking my life choices after this
Have you
conversation.
booked in? Are you booked in on like?
No,
on-
because it's thousands of pounds. Like,
Can't rock. Well, if the book's so good, you'll be making that in one gig on a Friday
no, but I
night.
will say some of the information actually it does make you think like that is common sense, yes, but it's like it does make you actually think. But it does, you know what I mean? It's common sense, but sometimes you don't think about these things.
Yeah, it's stuff in your head that you haven't actually been able to like articulate clearly yet.
Just
you kind of
like-
know it and it's obvious and
like,
in or whatever. But
like one thing that it's made me think about is like the way that I dress in the sense of when I'm doing weddings, and I was like, especially the first couple of months of doing weddings, I
Turning
was
up in
just
pink
dressing
hoodie
like
and
I was doing
trackies.
a pub gig, and
yeah, it almost feels like it doesn't need to be said. But okay,
Yeah.
so it's a bit. We're gonna go a little bit more into what Danny specializes in.
Yeah.
What do you wear for wedding stuff?
From
Right.
what you're saying, if you guys are doing more evening stuff, I think you can get away with being a bit more casual
Yeah,
of an
yeah.
evening.
Yeah,
Okay.
loosen your tie a
Yeah.
bit or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I don't wear suits.
I've done evening stuff and I've turned up in exactly the same as what I'd wear for a bar.
Right.
Like as long as you like smart
Yeah, yeah.
casual, like as long as you're not looking like a tramp. Like
Yeah.
yeah. 100%.
Do you wear shoes for your afternoons? You get your brogues out.
Generally, or like a smart trainer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like-
I've bought a pair of Zara trainees
Yeah, yeah,
literally
yeah.
like yesterday to wear because
But it's-
I've been wearing white Reeboks.
It is difficult though, because you're also
Classics.
like you're there doing a job, especially in the middle of summer.
Oh
like,
god, you're up
like,
on
you
your
don't
feet.
wanna- you can't
I'm
be there in a
literally
suit.
doing like a 12-hour wedding tomorrow, so I'm
Yeah.
on my feet all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
What, you're
hoping-
doing a 12-hour... What are you doing for 12 hours?
from the ceremony to the end of curfew.
Just playing for 12 hours?
No,
What are you doing then?
the full day wedding package, my friend.
Right. What does that include?
So music for the ceremony, music for the afternoon drinks.
Okay.
They might want a bit of playlist stuff during the evening meal,
Right.
but not me playing. And then 2:45s in the evening, followed by playlist in karaoke, whatever, at the end of the night.
Oh, mate. I've got to tell you about this thing. Oh, so... No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because I'll go off on a tangent. But it's so cool. Very briefly.
Go on.
So Apple I've not seen.
Oh, is this
it
the
for
Apple
like 2
Music?
weeks.
This the Apple Music AI
The
mixing
DJ
thing?
Have you seen
So
it?
No.
yeah.
Oh, mate, it's going to change our jobs.
Okay, sick.
Right. So basically, on a new beta thing that they brought out, the new iOS thing. So they've got this thing, they've always had crossfade.
Yeah.
Everyone used crossfade. But now
It's got beat match
it's
and
got
stuff in
this
it.
thing where you do the playlist however you want and the AI listens, but it doesn't just beat match. What it does is it isolates the vocal stems and mixes them over the top of the other song and everything, and does like filtering and everything. So it does bass drops and everything,
Good
and
shit.
it's like an AI DJ.
Is this on Apple Music?
It's coming on Apple Music just for free. But there's another thing you're missing out on, and I wasn't going to tell you this because it's my little edge that I've got. But I'll tell you for free, right?
Connor
So-
started doing karaoke at the end of his
Was this
nights.
an ebook?
Yeah,
I don't know what
It wasn't
what's the
a-
abbreviation for Connor Oki, because it's Harry right?
Kanoki. Anyway,
Obi-Wan Kenoki.
yeah, exactly. No, I just call it karaoke. But
So imaginative.
But anyway, so if you have Apple Music and not Spotify, because you come to the dark side like me, right?
Are you Apple Music or Spotify Music?
Annoyingly, both, because I downloaded it was called DJ Pro
Yeah,
for
I've got
this
that.
for this
Yeah,
reason,
yeah.
just for when you're doing
So-
mixing in the evening or whatever.
Yeah. So on Apple Music, right? Any song you go on, right? You press a button. It brings the lyrics up like Spotify does.
Yeah.
You press a button, and it's like a little karaoke mic. Vocals gone. Yeah, it uses AI to isolate the vocals, and you can turn the vocals of that song up and down, so it makes any song into an instant karaoke song.
I think I prefer the karaoke.
Where people are singing
Sometimes,
along with the
yeah,
original.
because
Yeah.
at least they're being helped by the original vocal.
Do you have lyrics up for when you're doing your?
I
karaoke
leave my
thing?
tablet where I would
Okay.
be reading.
And do
just
you
get
play
Spotify on
guitar
there.
for them?
Sometimes it blends naturally from the end of my set. I'm like, if anyone wants to get up and sing
Right.
something, well,
Share Believe.
yeah. For example, Share Believe. I will play that on guitar and they can sing it. And then that can segue into me just putting something on the Spotify from there. But that sounds... It was my birthday last week, and Alex's dad got me some decks because of one of my things for my 30th, so I wanted to learn how to mix a bit.
Yeah, man.
And that sounds like it's now completely redundant.
No, it's not.
No, I'm
because
only
let's
messing,
be
I'm only
honest,
messing.
it's good, but it's never gonna.
And yet, how can you fake it behind the laptop?
And
Like,
everybody
being like,
knows that it's not when it comes to DJing. It's not about the music anyway, is it?
What?
When I see a DJ, the difference for me is that it's about when I see wedding DJs and come on, get down to the dance floor, everyone, whatever, it's the energy they bring.
Being
isn't
a
it?
hype man.
It's and it's the same with us. If you just want acoustic music and put Spotify on, the reason why you hire us, the real.
well, hang on a minute.
All right.
But
I have got a wedding acoustic playlist that
No,
I sometimes put on the
But the
afternoon.
reason why people hire us is because it's real and we're there and we feed off the energy and we create an atmosphere and we can see this is the age or this is the atmosphere and we play to that.
But
and
there will
that's
be a
what you're
point
paying
that you
for.
can get a little webcam that connects to the Apple Music
Oh,
DJ that
no.
looks
Don't
in the
give them
crowd.
any ideas.
And then it also puts a voice on yeah, you over there in the red dress looking great, keep dancing.
in the Siri voice,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh god.
Come on, let me hear you sing.
I think that our job will be one of the last jobs that can be automated, because I think the people.
Live music,
Yeah,
defo.
because I
live
think-
music, live theatre, live performance
I
of
think
stuff.
that people like going to watch real people do things like what we do, and it's
Yeah.
the energy, and it's the it's the crystals, and it's the I don't know.
How much would you charge for a hologram version of you to go to a wedding? Because then you could be at multiple weddings per night.
Yeah, just do it on Zoom.
Maybe that's what's in chapter 3 of that book. To build your own hologram.
Oh god, yeah. I'm gonna when people start booking me for weddings, I'm gonna go. Have you got your floral arrangements
Yeah,
planned?
yeah.
Have you got
I've got
your
a few
catering
contacts for
planned?
holograms and lasers.
Yeah, when they say oh no, we've not booked that, we'll buy my ebook and I'll show you how to do it. Oh god.
So what we normally do when we've got guests on is talk to them a bit about how they got into gigging.
Yeah. This is
How
interesting.
did we meet? Where did we come across each other? Because I remember quite an early thing on Elephant, seeing them sharing you playing on like a Monday night there.
I think we were playing at Wild Inn as well.
Yeah, we were.
So they were the two similar venues. And
When did we ever like? Did we meet
I think
just
Claremont.
from messaging?
I think you messaged me and got me on Claremont, and
Yeah.
I think that was the first time I met you. Was down there.
Okay.
To be fair.
And how long you been? Because you said you were down in Shrewsbury and stuff. For a
Yeah,
bit.
so I've probably been playing like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Like I started like the year leading up to COVID hitting. Things just
Perfect
started.
time to start
I
live music.
Yeah, I started getting a few gigs, and then COVID hit, and then obviously
What did you do during COVID to survive?
I still had a full-time job back then.
Okay.
So I did all right. I did a few live streams,
Nice.
Yeah.
which Facebook gave me the opportunity to re-download last week.
Oh, yeah, I
they were
saw
like,
that.
"Oh,
They
we're
were
going to
dumping
delete
the
them."
word,
So that was horrendous looking back on them.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I think I did a couple of live streams where like I'd set the mics and audio up so you were hearing like out of my laptop thing, and I thought it was going through a desk, and I was like live looping, but you couldn't hear what was being looped.
Oh, okay.
So I was like soloing. I was hearing.
But no one else was hearing it.
Have you still got that video?
I watched the video back and I'm like feeling a solo, and it's like me, and you've got the room noise, so there's no.
It's just the solo on its own.
Yeah, it's just like a random acoustic twagging away with no chords looped underneath
Oh,
it.
that's so good. That's so good. Oh god.
And then one of the things that happened for me, I feel like I had to rebuild a lot of my gigging in a few different ways. Like when I've moved back from in Newcastle in the first place, I had to build up a bit of gigging. When I moved back from Newcastle to Liverpool, I had to build back up again. And then COVID obviously kind of like took all work away from people. So one of the things for me that kind of came back first was doing like the garden parties and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, I think I've said it before, where like people would have 29 people in their garden. And
I was literally listening to the episode you were talking
yeah,
about.
Yeah. What was the kind of COVID kind of breakout thing for you? How did you start rebuilding back up again?
Literally that garden parties. I did a few proposals.
Did
I
a
lot
doorstop
of
proposal.
some weird stuff like that.
Proposals?
Where
I've never played
Yeah.
What? How does that work?
You're in the bushes. Just
genuinely the proposal I
tonight
did.
will be the night.
I've genuinely done that where I've had to be. I was like hiding behind a bush, and then the guys like got down on one knee, and then I've like crept around and then played their song.
What if she said no? Would you just wait in the bush?
Funnily enough, that was at the venue that I was talking about before.
Oh,
that
no
I'm waiting to be
way.
paid for.
Oh no way.
But
So did you have
then-
it in your contract that if she says no, you only get paid half?
I didn't.
No.
But she said, yeah, it was all good.
Okay.
And I did the wedding and stuff, and I did like a birthday. So I've kind of kept in touch with the couple as well,
Repeat
which has been
business
nice.
a bit. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That is great.
Yeah,
yeah,
I've done a few
garden parties,
doorstep
all that
ones
stuff.
and stuff, and
It was weird, wasn't it?
yeah. So you were based Shrewsbury ways.
Based in Shrewsbury, yeah. So I started up in Anglesey, to be honest.
Okay.
So I would. So I
Where are you
was,
from originally?
so from Wirral.
Okay.
But I was in the RAF for like 5 years, and I was based in Anglesey, and I was waiting to leave, and me and my girlfriend at the time had been over to Cyprus, and watched people, just playing on the strip and stuff down by the beach and things, and when you have that moment of where you're like,
You dream
you're
of
like,
it.
Yeah.
but you're like, I could do that, and then, and no disrespect, but like they weren't amazing, these guys, and you're thinking these guys are out here spending the whole summer out here doing this,
Crazy, isn't it?
like loving life, whilst I'm like sat behind a desk doing like some shitty job.
Yeah.
So I just thought, I'm going to go to an open mic, and there was an open mic. Are you familiar with Anglesey at all?
Not enough. I've
a
been a
lo-
few times, but not enough.
really.
A lovely place called the Oyster Catcher in Rossniger.
Yeah, Alex is going there in a couple of weeks. It's a beautiful venue.
Yeah.
It's on like the
So am I.
rolling dunes and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
and
yeah.
over to the beach.
I'm going in a couple of weeks.
Oyster Catcher.
Not to Anglesey to play a something. To
Something
play a
like that.
private event. I don't
Okay,
know what it is.
right.
Yeah. But it
So
looks,
you
Nice
were-
venues about, to be fair.
it looks nice. Yeah.
Your first open mic was at one
So-
of the nicest pubs in
Yeah,
North
so
Wales.
the first open mic was at this place in Rossniger.
It's downhill from there.
And and then put a video of that, me playing at that up on Facebook. Then a mate of mine knew the manager that worked at the Anchor Inn in Irby.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, we're looking for someone," and then that then got me a wedding, and it literally it snowballed pretty quick.
That's crazy. I thought you were in McFly. That is
People
crazy.
still
Because
Mate.
I tried to search Danny Jones on
Oh,
Google the
no.
other day.
It's not good for your SEO.
And-
it isn't
yeah.
good for
I
your
don't think
SEO.
it is, to be fair.
Do you think?
Because
you're the first other option.
If you put Danny Jones music and I still come up in like the
He do-
top
yeah.
few
Oh, look
things.
at you.
So I don't know if I've like
He
jumped on the
comes
back of
up-
his
he comes
SEO.
up above the actual Danny
Get it.
Jones, except for the Wikipedia bit at the
Yeah,
side
right,
that's
okay.
like Danny Jones.
But then, if you Google you've got a photo of Danny Jones from his Wikipedia, and then a link to book him, but it's booking
No, but-
you.
but,
Have you ever
mate,
had anyone?
yeah, we thought you would.
Regularly, right? People go on my website that has got pictures of me all over the website. It's got description: Danny Jones from the Wirral sings at weddings.
Yeah.
And they will still inquire with me and be like, "Oh, we've got this charity event coming up. We've got all these kids are dying. Can you, can you just come and show your face?" And like,
So
and
it's all about you.
And I'm
You
like,
should just go and show your face and be like, hi, and they'll be like,
but they proper like. But I feel sorry for the real Danny Jones that's getting these messages clearly every day.
I thought
where
you were saying
people
the
are
one
like
that's missing out on
where
the
people-
opportunities.
Yeah, they're like
off of-
guilt tripping you into being like, "Oh, can you come and do the charity event? Your support would change everything." And like, it wouldn't.
you should just reply. Yeah, you should just reply as Danny Jones, like, no thanks, sorry, I'm busy.
But it's through the website as well, so it's got my photo next to the booking form. You
Yeah.
can see I'm not the guy from McFly.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah.
So one of the things that was very apparent to me when we were getting you on is that we have a little bit of a sort of mirror image thing going on that we were talking about beforehand, where we were talking about like how we set ourselves up to do wedding gigs and stuff, and where kind of people's wheelhouse or strong point or the thing that they feel like is their kind of main focus on from all the work and stuff that they've had. And we were talking for yourself about it. You are so well suited for the ceremony afternoon drinks stuff.
Yeah, man.
And you're looking to kind of expand more into doing all the late party evening stuff. And how I'm in the opposite boat. I think Connor's in the opposite boat as well, where like the
Yeah, well, that's it.
raucous
The other
party stuff, it kind of comes a bit more second nature than the afternoon drinks, the ceremony stuff, right?
But I need to
Not,
change.
not to correct. I'm not necessarily trying to push into like more evenings and
Yeah,
stuff.
fair,
like
fair.
The point I've hit is where like I've kind of realized everyone genuinely has got their like strengths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, like I said to you the other
Yeah,
week on it, like
yeah.
if someone calls me and they're like, "We want upbeat, like
Yeah,
banging tunes
yeah,
all night,"
yeah.
I'm like, I'm probably not your guy.
Yeah.
These guys
Yeah,
can
yeah,
do that and,
yeah.
and will nail it.
100%. Yeah.
I'd much rather send them your way, and I think it's more about I'd rather have the right clients than just clients for the sake of it. Do you know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
guess that's another level of like when you're not just chasing any work, you
Yeah.
can start to be more
'Cause when you
specialist.
when
about
you
stuff.
reach that level, you get to then be choosy.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what it is, and you don't
I
have
think
to take everything.
the thing for me about the wedding stuff is being able to kind of get a client to be really keen to book you based on one thing, but being able to offer them other things as well.
Yeah.
And like, if you can make one wedding gig, like I've got one on Friday that I was talking to you about before, that's like the full day thing. I think they initially asked me to do
What's the venue?
Calderstone's Mansion House in Calderstone's Park.
Wow, mansion house.
Yeah, it says that. I think when you Google it, it looks a little bit different. It's kind of like a,
Okay, yeah, shed.
no, it's more like a building in Calderstone's Park that's like, you know, got like the cafe and stuff in it. and
Right,
stuff.
okay.
I
But
don't think
it's
it's
still gorgeous. It sounds gorgeous.
Yeah,
though.
it does sound really nice. Yeah, I think it's about trying to like maximize every opportunity with a certain client. Like if you've got them in the building starting to ask you questions about booking you and stuff.
This is where I'm at with the daytime stuff as well. Is like, what else can you'll either say you say you're doing a full day tomorrow? Like, I'm already there at your wedding. What else can I help you with?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, like hiring of mics for speeches or whatever. It's
Yeah.
not a huge thing for me, but if I'm already there,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a weight off their shoulders, that's
Do you guys? Because I don't do this, and it probably makes me really look amateurish. But I'm learning as well. That's why I'm on here. You know. So
Connor's a weekly guest. It's actually just my podcast.
yeah. No, but it's something I've never really. So when you get booked for weddings, do you always go on calls with them?
Depends.
Because I've had calls with a few, but most of them I've been booked for some weddings, and they've just messaged me on Instagram, booked me, and I've never seen them until the day of the wedding, and then they're like, "Hi Connor, you okay?" And I'm like,
I think you can gauge it a bit based on
I'd
how
prefer
they're
to
talking
I
to
know
you, right?
some people advertise that they only do business through emails and they don't do calls and stuff, which I understand because like it
Takes
is
time
time
out your day.
consuming.
It
And, you know,
does, but I'd prefer to call.
Yeah.
Because, like, for me, it means that you build that personal thing.
Yeah, it
with
makes
them.
the jump on the day easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's a bit jarring. Like, I think it's really weird because, you know, when you get booked for a wedding, obviously the bride and groom then share your page to the people going, like, this is who we've booked as a singer. So you get there and you're like, first of all, I don't know who the bride and groom is because, like, if they've
You
got
might not know them if they've just booked you online. Or
yeah, if
something.
a lot of them book me on Instagram and their profile's private, so if you don't follow them back, then you know what I mean.
the groom is the most difficult. Obviously, the bride is obviously
Yeah,
you know
and
who the
then there's,
bride
like-
is.
Yeah, yeah.
But the amount of times I've arrived at like the ceremony and like all the groomsmen are coming over and shaking your hand, and I'm like,
You're trying to see which one's got
I'm
the
like-
slightly
I'm like,
nicer
yeah,
suit on.
no, which one's got the slightly bigger flower on his lapel?
yeah,
I'm like,
that's
which
it.
one is it?
But yeah, I think, and it's so weird. Like, I've showed up to a couple lately, and people, everybody in the weddings, were, oh, hi Connor, and I'm like, hi, and I'm really introverted. Like,
know.
I'm really introverted off the stage. I don't do a lot of that
Mm-hmm.
stuff, so it's so weird rocking up to these venues and everybody knows who you are because they've obviously been shared who you
Yeah.
are beforehand, and it makes me feel really weird. But I think if you jump on calls first, you know the bride and groom are. You
Yeah.
speak to them. You feel more confident when you arrive, and you actually know.
I think
a
it's
bit
shared
of-
confidence. I think they are often trying to vet you, like you were saying before. You've had people asked to just meet up.
I think people
briefly
just
to
want,
just kind of see your whites of your
especially if you're
eyes a
there
bit.
especially if you're there for a full day or whatever. Like people want or a
Yeah,
ceremony.
yeah.
People want to meet you and know, is
Yeah.
this a decent human being that's going to
Yeah.
be at the biggest day in my life? Like
Yeah.
before you show up and,
Ah, true.
and ruin it.
Maybe I shouldn't go on calls.
Yeah, just keep it to Chat GPT replies, Connor. You'll be fine.
yeah.
To be honest, with all the private bookings I do, I literally say
Yeah.
a month before I will contact you and we'll have a quick call just to touch base and go over everything.
Yeah.
My next question. I know this is turning into me asking you these questions, but I'm just it's informative.
Everyone does it in different ways
It's
and stuff as well.
informative
like-
to the guests, so I'm just poking the bear a bit with this, but
Okay.
I actually genuinely want to know because it's things I've been trying to figure out.
Yeah, right.
Because like I actually used to. It's ironic because Danny's the guest, but used to have probably done a lot more weddings than me. Like, I mean, maybe I'm at the level now where I'm doing the same amount, but in terms of total, you
history
guys
maybe,
have
yeah.
been doing weddings way before I have. I'm newer to the weddings,
Okay, yeah.
but I'm doing them every week now. But I'm newer to it. But another thing that I was going to ask, like, because just a few things that I've been wondering. The first one was that about the calls and things, because I've been wondering that with them. And the other thing was, I'm trying to remember what it was now, actually. Because I spent too long introducing the question. I can't remember what I was going to ask.
Chapter 3 in the book, Connor.
Oh, Jesus. No, that's why I bought the book, because I genuinely am like the more that it gets into it, like the weddings and stuff. I actually have a bit of imposter syndrome about this, because I'm a bit like, you know, I've been doing music for 10 years. But I've always done bars, right?
Yeah.
And then now, like, you know, I've been doing a lot more privates. And a lot of that is partly down to since I met you. And obviously, you
Yeah,
do
I'm trying to
bars.
transition a little
you
bit,
do
yeah.
bars, but you do mostly privates. And since I've sort of got hooked on that side of the industry a bit more, I've gravitated towards that, right? You know? So, as I say, that's where I'm at now. But I still have a lot of times with weddings and stuff where I'm just a bit like I'm a bit out of my depth at that.
Yeah, I think it's a funny position, right? Because to be holding down the evening party of a wedding as one person, I think is still relatively unique, unless you're a DJ, right? I think it makes sense to be a DJ holding down the night. That's kind of a well trodden path. But to be just a solo musician doing the stomp box, like big live sing along sets and stuff,
I think so. Yeah.
I think that's like, it seems really daunting, even like, though I've done it a bunch of times, even thinking, you know, it's like any kind of gig, the level of expectation.
Do you think as well, like, because I find people maybe maybe overestimate what we are capable of doing with just one man and a guitar. Do you know what I mean? Like, you guys do a lot more upbeat, heavier, big stuff than I do.
Yeah.
But like people are sometimes like, oh, like, and I'm like, you want a band is what you want.
Yeah, they don't want to pay for a band, but they want a band.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the thing about like trying to make. We talk about this a lot, trying to chase like the biggest sound you can get with just one person.
Yeah.
And there's a balance for me between overcomplicating things as well. I actually think I'm at my best when I'm keeping it simple and just singing the song.
Well, I've learned this recently because, as you know, I bought a load of these pedals, being like, I know.
Let's check back 3
Yeah,
weeks
I know,
ago.
I
Put a
know.
clip in here of Connor talking about the $5,000 he's just spent on a new pedal board.
I know, but the thing is, I bought all these expensive pedals, being like, it's going to make me sound big, right? And then what happened is that I got to the weddings and I was just like, and I ended up just unplugging 2 pedals, that my most important ones, the RC600, the loop station. I always play that even if I'm not looping because it's got all my effects, like the reverbs and that. So the RC600 and the Stomp, and I always end up literally just doing the just having them two. And I bought all these extra pedals, and it's like it becomes such a hassle to use that it's like the simpler you keep it, the more
I said it as soon as I saw your setup on Instagram. I was like, mate,
you're not going to gig that.
How are you plugging that in like every gig?
My pedal board, all rechargeable batteries, 2 or 3 pedals and a stomp box, and most of the pedals are either like tuner or looper, and that's it.
One pedal in the stomp box. That's all I do now.
Yeah, you're
on
still
the
TC Helicon though, so that counts as like 7.
But I use one setting on it.
Oh,
I use one setting on it and the harmonizer.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
it.
He
Like,
uses the,
You've got a very sweet spot with the harmonizer because I've had like the
it sounds great, man. The harm,
yeah, I've used it before. It just sounds like so either digital or like I'm not necessarily singing enough.
I think it's using it sparingly as well.
Yeah, you do it on like a little
Yeah.
flick of a
Like,
moment
yeah,
rather than like through a whole chorus.
Tell you who nails the harmonizer as well. That Daisy Kate.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Yeah.
She
We have to get her on
really
at some point.
sounds
She's
good.
class.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she nails the because there's certain people when I do it, it sounds like a robot. You know, like
Yeah, or
singing
like in the
along.
wrong place, or like
It's just certain people's voice. It complements well.
yeah. I think if you've got a bluesier voice and you kind of like bend into notes more, it's not as useful.
You have to
but
be
if
quite
you
precise
are
with it.
clean with pitch.
Yeah. One of my favourite videos on the internet is Danny Jones singing Walking in Memphis in Elephant.
Nice.
I love that.
I think that
video.
might be what my brain's thinking of when it's thinking about you
I
doing
got
it
to
in
do
little
someone's-
It
moments.
sounds so crisp. That
I got to do someone's first dance to that as well last week. And they picked that as their first dance literally because of that video. They were
Mate,
like,
that video's
they
insane.
said, we haven't got a song that's that special to us, but we love that video and we love
it's
seeing
so
you do
good.
it.
Yeah, it's so good.
And I was like proper honoured. I was like,
Yeah. I remember seeing that
Yeah,
video
yeah.
and being like, that sounds amazing. And
It's a
then
little Bose
yeah.
S1 in Elephant.
Yeah.
On just on my mate's iPhone. Like,
Yeah.
It's mad how in it these
it's
little
just
clips.
catches, like
yeah.
It's a real moment though, isn't it? One of the best cover videos I've ever seen. I can't remember what they're called. They're called like Acoustic Odds or something. And they're doing the Whole of the Moon, but it's like someone in a
I
pub.
know what it's so
They're just
good,
in
eh?
a pub.
with the piano.
Yeah,
and, they're just
and he's
singing
holding a
along.
pint.
I love that
Yeah.
so
You
much.
just flew. It's so good.
Yeah, no. I play like it's.
We're
like,
doing a long half here, so
That's
should we?
fine. Well,
should we maybe tail off?
I think we can go to 45, and then we'll just do another
Quick.
we'll-
Let's go to 40 and we'll do a quick.
Okay.
Carry on. What we're
Right.
Say.
No, I was going to say, sometimes, though, with the sound, you spend all this time faffing about to get the perfect sound for online, but sometimes the iPhone microphone just, like...
It gets the mood of the room, and people are
I
actually used to
played-
hearing iPhone videos
Yeah.
captured in a room. They know what that sounds
I
like.
played, have you done tea rooms in Birkdale?
Yeah.
So I was playing outside there on, 2 weeks ago when we had that big heat wave, summer night. It was one of my favourite gigs ever. And it was really chilled. It wasn't one of them where everyone was into it. It was quite relaxed. I just had the loop station going. And I posted a video online on my story or something, just of me playing outside with the sun setting behind me.
Yeah.
And it was like just noodling around on some stupid pentatonic thing like I do. Really easy stuff. But like I had loads of likes on that story. And then there was a couple of musicians that were like, what are you doing to get that sound? It's amazing. And I was like, it's genuinely just the iPhone mic making it sound just in the moment. It was just the right place, right
So
time.
the 360 cameras that we've bought, the GoPros that we've bought.
I still use the 360 though.
Are you doing the 360 on the headstock job? that people are doing like
done a
guitar
few
cam.
of them, done a few GoPro
Yeah.
clips on headstock.
Normally,
I just love my angle. Over the top of the shoulder, you can see
it's
me
good.
singing.
The problem I have with the 360 camera is the microphone's terrible. Like,
Yeah.
I can do with the graininess, right? I don't mind that in the low light because I have ways, like, in the
boosting that,
laptop
yeah.
of doing it, like fixing the graininess and stuff. My issue is the sound. It never sounds good because it's an action camera. It's not made to record music.
Fully recommend. I got the DJI mic. It's called
Right.
DJI Mic 2 or something.
Yeah,
little
the
clip-on.
square thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
And even if you were like filming outside and stuff, like it's
Right.
got like wind noise reduction or whatever.
Right.
on it.
Yeah.
Does it pick the
They're
guitar
really,
up,
they're really
though?
good. If you're doing acoustic stuff, yeah.
Right, okay.
Either that or just do a line out from you.
Get
Massive
your
pedal
rig
board.
going.
Yeah,
You'll have
yeah,
a few
yeah.
spare
Just
ports
stick,
on the back of
a
there.
laptop on your pedal board, mate.
I need a roadie like at this point. Honestly, it's
I need another T, so let's call
Yeah,
it
that's
it a first section and we'll come back.
Yeah, no worries.
Hey guys, hope everyone's enjoying the episode so far. Please remember to go and follow us online,
Yes.
TikTok, Instagram, all those places. Like and comment on this. You can book us for any private parties, events, weddings, whatever it is. Drop us a message on our socials. Come see us live. We're playing every weekend around the Northwest. Let's get back into the episode.
So I was Dublin.
Dublin was really good. Saw some very good live music. Also saw some, like, I know it's traditional Irish music and stuff, but you know when they're doing the songs where it's just like a reel and they're just playing the fiddle and there's no lyrics and it's like, but all the locals seem to know, it sounds like that, right? All the locals seem to know the piece of
Every
music,
Irish
right?
person just been so offended by that. Do just like
I
with your
mean-
leprechaun dance.
I didn't say leprechaun. You said leprechaun. There was a piece of music. I'm exactly It's like if you do an accent of someone that you actually know, you're recalling them exactly. That was exactly you. Can't prove
Okay.
that wasn't how that piece of music that I heard in the bar.
Okay,
went.
I mean-
they were really good.
Okay. Yeah.
But they were just doing like jigs and stuff.
Yeah.
Trad stuff.
And I can get it for a minute, and then I'm like, I need to sing along to like. I
The
don't know.
same thing on repeating it.
Yeah.
I went to a folk night in Cornwall once that was like that. And it was like, in your web, people are like, and you think they're just like there for a pint and they're not part
It's
of it.
people whip
and then
the-
they pull out a fiddle.
Yeah.
Well, they pull
Or
out
the
a
tin
fucking-
whistle
Yeah,
or-
yeah. And then they all start joining in, but it's just one chord.
Yeah.
And you're like, is it going to change
Yeah.
ever?
Yeah. You know what made me cry recently? Looking at my bank. No, what made me cry was watching Glastonbury. Because I want to talk about Glastonbury.
Okay,
Because,
yeah.
Because we're musicians and it's the biggest festival in the world. Just having. But I want to kick off by saying that it genuinely brought a tear to my eye watching Noah Khan because folk music is so underrepresented now, and seeing a folk artist get that reception was unbelievable. Have you watched any of the Glastonbury sets?
I've watched a bit of Biffy on the Friday, and I
Right.
think they were done dirty by their mix. They sounded weird.
Okay.
It's just
I haven't seen Biffy. Yeah.
It might have just been the 10-15 minutes that I saw, but it sounded
Okay.
weird. Noah Khan, as a separate point about another thing that was gone, Zach Bryan sold out
Yeah.
2 nights at the Hyde Park
Park.
BST, 60,000 people.
Unbelievable.
I guess folk music has been underrepresented in folk country,
Yeah.
but I think now more than ever, that it's the biggest genre in the
It's
world.
like a comeback thing.
It's what I was saying to you. I texted you the other day saying
Yeah.
I want to Irish up /
That's
country
right,
up
you did.
my
Yeah,
folk
yeah.
set,
Yeah.
my normal set, because I feel like that is definitely something that's becoming more of a.
I said
Focus trend thing,
to
right?
Joe Bennett earlier, well, probably 12 months ago now, as soon as Stick Season was released,
Yeah.
and that made it to number one, I was like, mate, when songs like that are making it to number one, that's going to be a good year for guys that make money
100%.
out of singing and playing an acoustic guitar.
Oh yeah,
Like-
100%. It's like when Ed
And
Sheeran
that went
first
number
come
one, and
out.
I've still not learned how to play it.
What? It's 4-chord song, mate. It's all good.
Yeah. No, it's
It's just the rhythm of the. It's
It's
quite
a-
quick
yeah,
lyrics.
yeah,
I
right?
still play Stick Season now, and it still
Yeah.
goes
Yeah.
off.
It's the new Wonderwall. Like,
Me new ones that go off, right? Tell you me new ones that go off. Stick Season, right?
Yeah.
Stargazing, Miles Smith.
Yeah.
Right? Goes down amazing. If you really can stand embarrassing yourself and you want to play a song that goes off right now, take a sexy picture of me by C-Mat.
no.
We found Danny's line.
Drawn the line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
sorry.
Found my line.
Yeah, but it's massive at the minute, right?
I don't even know the song.
Yeah,
Like I just know that I'm not going to enjoy it.
It's like basically it was one of those songs that they, when people get famous because TikTok does that weird thing and people make a dance to these songs and whatever. So it's like one of those trendy things with the younger people at the minute. So
how'd you do, fellow kids? It's one of those trendy things with the younger people
On the TikToks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. I'm going very Gen Z lately. No cap. Whatever it is. I don't know. Anyway. I'm trying to appeal to the younger audiences who might want to book me,
Yeah, skibbity toilet and all.
Yeah, exactly. I might get booked to do a primary school leavers or something. I don't know.
Have you ever played Baby Shark? I've played Baby Shark a few times.
I've done like a verse of it.
Yeah, it's funny.
I've seen you play Baby Shark. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah,
Do you do the voices? Do you do the whole thing?
No, Danny.
You
what
don't do any
voice?
granddad voices or?
Go on.
Oh, we're not.
Daddy Shark.
If you want to pay me a £95 deposit, I'll come to your event and I'll do Baby Shark for you.
But yeah, they've been going down pretty well recently. And Sam Fender, man, Sam Fender always kills. But I don't play 17 anymore because it's just too overplayed now. So I play other songs instead.
I find 17 going under is it's a weird song to do upbeat. Like I can do a nice chilled out acoustic afternoon version of it. And it sounds lovely.
Because you need that on the drums behind it to drive it. I've
always found the chords change in a weird place, and it always puts me off.
Yeah,
in that
and
song.
it's that Bruce Springsteen-y, like droney,
It
works with a full band, but it's hard.
I like
on your
Will We Talk. Will We Talk's dead easy chords. It's dead good song to do.
I used to do Hypersonic Missiles.
Oh, what a song!
It was banger.
I mean, it's
Catfish is going off well again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, with younger
Have they got
people.
new
as well.
stuff out? Have they?
No, younger people
really?
finding
Okay.
them because they came back. They were
So
doing
this
like
is
a
the
new
other good thing
tour.
about TikTok is stuff like this then gets randomly featured on Reels or whatever. Like Iris has been in the top 40, hasn't it, for about
TikTok.
couple of years now because of TikTok.
Controls the music industry now.
Yeah,
Basically,
100%.
TikTok control whatever.
I wonder
they want.
they always do like a distribution of where musicians have been, for the big events like Glass or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like how many are independent, how many work for one company, how many are signed to Warner, how many whatever.
Yeah.
I wonder what the split would be and how it's changed over the last few years from like bands found through agency or live or whatever, or then bands found.
I think that the
solely
A&R
through
guys
TikTok.
now are just sat in London on their Mac, just going, trending
Filter
on
to
TikTok.
top result.
Literally.
Yeah.
But did you see the Cheap Thrills?
Yeah, that looked like it went off, to be
Mate,
fair.
that went off, yeah. Cheap Thrills, Red Rum
Scouts
Club, all that stuff, like in left field, and it was unbelievable.
That looks sick.
Looked great. Neil Young didn't get a great reception.
I think he's not the Saturday headline. I've got a Neil Young vinyl. I love Neil Young tunes,
Harvest
right?
Moon, man. What a song.
Neil Young Saturday Night, Glasgow. When he was
He's
deliberately
he's niche, isn't he?
Yeah.
he's too niche. He's cancelled before.
Yeah, and
Has
isn't he a
Yeah.
bit controversial? He's got some like
Well,
controversial political stuff going on.
Yeah,
Isn't he? Like,
he didn't want to get. He also didn't want it televised.
yes, stuff like this. He's a bit
What?
awkward, isn't he? And a bit
Why?
weird.
Yeah, he said that he didn't want the BBC to because he didn't believe in what the BBC do. and
Isn't
stuff
it? Was
like
it Neil Young that's taken all his music off Spotify?
that. Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
can
he's one of
imagine
them.
so.
Like he's one of
probably.
them.
Yeah, probably. Oh, yeah. I mean, some weird.
So I think Rod Stewart should have headlined the Saturday night. I watched Rod Stewart on the Sunday, the legend slot 4, 5, 6 o'clock, whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
It was sick. He was
Right.
class.
Yeah. I liked
He's
him.
80 years old and he
Unbelievable.
absolutely ripped it.
Apparently, I've not seen this set, but apparently Olivia Rodrigo was very good.
Yeah.
Saw bits of that.
Yeah, apparently she was good. I love 1975. I think that they're controversial all the time, thanks to Matty Healy being overly controversial all the time. But
You want to think about him checking IDs?
what?
He was doing a thing on one of his last tours where he's like kissing a girl from the crowd
seen
at
this.
every gig.
Yeah.
And then he would check their ID before doing it. It's
That's
like the
because-
dodgiest.
No, it's because he got into trouble for kissing an underage girl, didn't he, or something?
Would you not just stop doing what you?
No, he just wanted.
Did you see that he also ate raw meat on stage as well? Like, yeah, he
why?
just, I don't know. And then when
Is
he
it literally just so people talk about
Mate,
it?
Yeah, it is though, isn't it? It's like-
when
yeah,
they
it's
were in the UAE as well, which obviously like sort of very kind of
Strict brawls and stuff.
culture. He deliberately kissed his guitarist or something, like,
on stage. I think I saw that one.
Knowing that it would cause controversy, but I think he just does it to push the boundaries and whatever. But
it's
that
no different
stuff
than what was it, Ozzy Osbourne eating a fucking bird on stage or whatever.
Exactly.
Like, it's all the same.
A
thing,
bat's head. It's a bat's head.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
Get it right, Dan.
Yeah.
You're not a real punk like me.
Yeah. Eating a bird on stage could be definitely misinterpreted as
Oh, raw meat.
no, that's not what I was thinking about. Anyway, but yeah, I think it was a great.
Come on, you didn't pick up what I was putting down. You didn't pick up what I was putting down. Then it's fine.
Right. Okay.
Carry on.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, as I say, I think it was a overall win. It was great. Glastonbury. Franz Ferdinand, Take Me Out, went off.
Who did they bring out?
Peter Capaldi.
Brought out Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Peter Capaldi. Also,
Lewis Capaldi. Lewis Capaldi made a comeback.
Apparently, he smashed it as well.
He smashed it, man.
After like the last time.
Have you seen like he really suffers bad with like nerves?
Yeah.
And stuff?
Have
you seen the documentary?
Stuff as well,
Yeah, I've seen the documentary.
I brought a tear to me. I was emotional in it.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, I mean, you think to yourself, like, I feel like I get nervous a bit, but then you look at that and you think, oh my god, like he's
to overcome what
physically
he's
shaking.
overcoming.
Yeah, it's nuts, isn't it? But
Do you still get nervous with stuff?
no, not anymore.
Really?
I've embarrassed myself too many times. Every time I think about, this isn't going well, I think about when I fell off that stool, and then I think, well,
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
I saw that for the first time in the clip that you put up for this podcast. Like, that's the first time I heard about this. Yeah,
oh god. Well, yeah.
I've watched it many times since.
That will follow me for the rest of my life, and it was the most embarrassing moment.
Because it reminded me as well. Have you seen the fellow that got like tipped off his stool in
Cavern Club?
Cavern Club?
Yeah, he's singing Sweet Caroline, and some guy just dumped
picked him up,
tackles.
yeah.
That was crazy. I still don't know the backstory to that. So they made in the comment section on TikTok, as they do, there's like people just
making up the story.
Oh,
I was there. I was there.
Oh, like he slept with that guy's wife,
and she was called Caroline, and he was mocking him by singing "Sweet Caroline."
All these like weird conspiracy stories.
He's actually a blue.
Yeah. It was so crazy, and I don't know what the backstory was, but I mean, imagine that happening to you at a gig.
Yeah, imagine falling.
He was playing like a Gibson, like a really nice Gibson guitar. Imagine if that got broke and you just like, mate.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you on stage?
Got some radio silence now. While I'm have a little
I'll
think.
give you one that's not maybe the worst, but in a professional setting. I played, so I was doing the first dance into my set at a wedding a few years
that's
ago.
pretty embarrassing. Like,
and I was setting up on Spotify the track to do the first dance.
oh, you've told me this.
And they're stood with me behind my setup, and there's a big curtain that's going to open or lift up and reveal the couple for their first dance. I start playing it and go, "Oh, nice one," and the bride's face just goes like thunder, and the curtain starts lifting up. And they like walk out together, and she's like mouthing to him like, "This is the wrong bit.
It's the wrong song."
So it was the right. This is how annoying the kind of mistake to make that it is. Is that it was the right song, but it was a different version.
Okay.
So I had a playlist that I'd saved that was like wedding acoustic afternoon or something, and it had a version of what their song was. Acoustic by someone else, right? Really slowed down acoustic, whatever. And I didn't know what song it was, so I played it, and they'd gone out for their first dance in a very dramatic fashion, and it's the wrong first dance.
So, did you then correct the mistake?
No,
or
just went through it, burned through it,
and they also went along with it and just danced. And
yeah.
I just
What
want
can I record scratch and go into the real one?
Well, if you had the new Apple iMusic AI system,
and I just
You
want
go, only joking, lady in the white dress.
I just want to point out that this may, in fact, be one of the first times Harry's actually made himself
Harry's
look
incrimination
shit.
corner.
Exactly. We're getting the tables are turning slowly.
It's all about image, Connor, though. I can't deliberately trash my own career. I'll give you little snippets every now and then.
Book Harry for your wedding if you want the wrong first dance. Oh, God. But it was the right song.
I just know this is going to be the clip for this week.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the clip, because there's enough of me getting embarrassed.
If you ever make a clip again, then you can make this as a clip.
Okay, that's fine. I'll get it done tonight, But But yeah,
So that was your buffer period.
I'm brainstorming, but
Okay.
I don't think there's anything massive.
Broken strings,
Yeah,
the
but
stuff
said-
falling over.
I break a lot of strings.
you ever said like a wrong name?
Oh yeah, like do you know my worst thing is when people like assume that because you're there as a musician and you've got a microphone,
Yeah.
that you will also be like master of ceremonies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And like, and they're like, oh, can you introduce all this? And,
Oh,
and
yeah, I get asked that all the
And I'm
time.
awful at like, I hate talking
The
on the
public
spot like
speaking
that.
bit,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if I know what I'm talking about, it's rehearsed and fine.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like when somebody's like, can you just introduce all? I'm like,
I had a really fun one a few weeks ago doing the Grand National at Aintree on the stage for Merseyrail.
That's right, at the station.
As I was playing music to everyone waiting for the train, so everyone was like having a good time while there's still a massive queue for the trains and stuff. But the Merseyrail booked us through the company that set the stage up and stuff. They'd done some work for us through Claremont and that before. So I got booked onto it, and I turn up and there's a DJ, and he's like dressed like a train conductor. He's sound lad. Obviously, he's just playing the part. And he like gives me this list of 3 things that they want me to say in between every song, like in rotation. It's like, please do not run. There are trains every 7 minutes to this station, and all this kind of like. There was like 3 lines. I can't remember what any of the other ones were, but like I had
Say
to
it, see it, sort of.
yeah,
like,
yeah. I was in between songs having to do all that to like 2,000 people.
Yeah, there was a guy who was DJing at a wedding that I did up in Yorkshire the other week who told me, and I don't know how true this was, and if he wasn't making it up, this must be the most embarrassing thing ever. But he said that he was introducing, when they walk into the room, please welcome the new Mr. and Mrs. Blah, blah. Anyway,
Yeah. That's
So
a bad time to say a
he
wrong
said,
name.
but no, it gets better. So he said Mr. and Mrs. Smith, right? Quite a common name, right? Just so happened it wasn't Mr. and Mrs. Smith, like it was a different name, but it just so happened this girl had been previously married
That was
to
the previous
a
married
guy
name.
called Smith. So he basically introduced her as like
Her ex-husband.
as her ex-husband's name. And apparently he said like he literally apologized
grounds
profusely,
on the
like,
mic.
oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like everybody
Thing is, that's the thing that you can have a brain fart. That can just happen. Like,
what are the chances, though, of it being the ex-husband's name?
I know
it's
that's so
a common
unlucky.
name,
That's
but
so
like,
unlucky.
unless he's made a note of being like, do not say that, and then like it's almost just
yeah.
had the opposite effect.
Because like,
Yeah.
how many times there can't be? It's like an expectation of can you do the whole gig without making a mistake and stuff. Like, I know there's moments to not make that
Yeah.
kind of mistake.
yeah.
In terms of weddings, this is why I kind of have those chats a month
Yep.
before, and I say to people, don't give me ideas of songs you want, but also go through my repertoire and tell me anything you don't want
Knows,
playing.
yeah.
Because I've had couples
100%.
before that have said, oh yeah, we've been married previously.
Yeah.
These are
This
our
is our
wedding
first
songs
dance.
from our last weddings. We don't want to hear them.
Yeah,
So like, it is worth covering these kind of things.
100%. The last thing that I want to talk about, well, I've got Danny Jones on the podcast, that me and you always compliment Danny Jones on,
Not
is,
from McFly.
is social media, right? So we see the stuff you post, like when it's on the aisles and all this stuff and whatever. And I remember,
Where can they find you, Danny?
At Danny Jones Music, all one word. Skip
It'll be
past
on the
McFly
screen.
fella.
Yeah, not the McFly fella.
Skip past
Yeah.
him.
Okay.
Yeah, so obviously, like you said to me the other week as well, a lot of the stuff you get from Instagram. So, like, what are you doing to promote on, like, what type of stuff are you posting on Instagram and things like that?
Mate, I literally just try and get to weddings early where possible.
Yeah.
Set the camera up and record. Generally, I'll record the wedding songs that I'm doing that day.
Okay.
Because at the back of my mind, I think if I can send that to the couple as well, that's another like little added
So
bonus.
when you record them things, most of the time, there's no one actually there.
No,
just
it's
you.
not. That's normally like an hour or two before the ceremony.
Oh, that's crazy.
Get everything set up, and then you've got the room to yourself to record
Right.
some nice stuff.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then, like I say,
thinking about starting to do this thing. I know it's cringe. I know. But, like, I'm thinking
No,
of
tell us and we'll tell you whether it's cringe or
I'm
not.
starting to do this whole thing of like talking to the camera and stuff, right? Because like, hi, like, I'm not going to do the acting, but like,
Well, like
you
a
know,
voiceover
being
or-
like, oh, so today I'm a blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah, manner, whatever, like,
Yeah.
doing it. Because like, another thing from the book, right, is that they were saying that like when it's like marketing wise. The people, like, and I've said this to you before, but like people don't like sort of when people are following you, people don't follow products and brands they follow people. They follow personalities. And I feel like when I look at my social media, there's not really any personality on it. It's just, here's a song. And I think yours does, because you go on yours and then you've got some videos where you're talking about events and that. And then there's some where it's you engaging with the crowd and whatever. I feel like I could kind of know you and know a bit about your personality.
I think
and
as soon as you hear
stuff
someone delivering straight to camera, you can kind of...
Exactly. So it feels like they're talking to you. It adds that personal thing. So I think I'm going to start. The problem is I'm so bad at talking to camera, and every time I start recording, I go, and then I just delete it because I'm not good at it. And but I want to start doing it. Like, do you know that Tony... Well, I think I spoke to you about him before, that Tony K. Roberts guy down in Essex. He's he's got like 40k on Instagram, and he does like weddings and stuff. And I've been following his social media. He's really good, man. He's DJ and he sings and plays guitar as well. And he smashes it like every week, tons of stuff. I think he said on a podcast the other week that he gets 4k a wedding. That's his going out price. So he's really doing well. And but he's built his brand. Said the same thing. Most of his bookings come off Instagram.
Yeah,
but it's because if you go on his Instagram, man, it's a mix of like, it's like in thirds, right? So a third of it is performance, him playing, like doing covers, whatever, at really nice venues, weddings and that. Then a third of it is him literally just, it's not even always about music sometimes, it's just day-to-day life, him talking about things.
Personal brand
personality
stuff.
Yeah. And then the other third of it is like, is just him doing the cover thing, you know, in a studio or whatever.
That's something I've struggled with, because I have a separate, like, I've got my work account, my music one.
Yeah.
Right.
And I have a separate thing that I put on my like outdoorsy lifestyle, photos of the dog, all that shit.
Hashtag van life.
All that rubbish. But yeah, I've thought about like, would it make sense to blend the two, because people do want to see
who
you are. And
I look at who I follow, and I think, I don't actually follow musicians that just post them singing, because I hear enough of that. I follow people who actually talk about their day-to-day lives.
They're getting on with it. Yeah. I think for you, there could be a not really nice blend, because if we're talking about the Noah Khan stuff and the more chilled gigging stuff, all of that sort of country lifestyle stuff really fits together.
So I'll talk about something then that I have been planning on, which I don't know if I've told you about before. So I was I've started a camp called Summit Acoustic. So the plan was to kind of blend the outdoorsy hiking side of life.
Nice.
This is why I got the DJI mic as well.
The nice scenic videos.
The plan was to go and do basically hike all the highest mountains I could with the GS Mini on my back.
Yep.
Record stuff at summits of mountains and things. And then, because obviously, and then you can connect with, again, outdoorsy clients that relate to you on that level as well.
100%.
That are probably also going to be having outdoorsy type weddings. You know, and it's...
Have you done Ingleton Falls?
No.
Right. So there's it's a really nice hike. It takes it out to you though, because you're up and down elevation all the time. But I think it's about 6-7 miles or something. But so it's not that bad. But
where's this? Sorry, it's like
it's in Ingleton. Yeah. So it's in Yorkshire.
Okay.
And it's gorgeous, man. I'd recommend it to anyone. The actual trail is amazing. But there's 6 waterfalls, and I think it's the second or the third one where basically big massive rock pool at the bottom, like all goes into a river.
And you can play Mysterious Girl, Peter Andre.
No, but it's kind of like that waterfall, right? But it's bigger, and it's like a massive waterfall. And I always said have you seen those people on YouTube, Music Travel Love?
Don't know.
So there's a channel on YouTube, Music Travel Love, and they just travel the world in these really scenic locations playing cover songs, the two of them as a duo. And they got millions of views on every single video. And I always said, like, people love, because it's another way, as you know, with the whole scrolling thing, it's another way of grasping their attention, because it's like the music, but they also,
interesting
the scenery hooks them a little bit as well. And I always said that would do well. And that's why I bought that iRig that we're using there. Like, I literally bought that professional iRig, spent like £450 on it. Another thing of Connor buying gear that he doesn't use. But like, I spent all that money, so that literally plugs into my phone or my iPad, and I can literally record up to like 6 microphones, line-ins, everything on it, top quality level like audio, and obviously you just plug it into your phone, hit record on your camera app, and it syncs the audio automatically. It's so good. But I just haven't used it. And I keep saying that I need to do that, because I think, in my opinion, the two best types of videos for doing cover songs, if you're doing like a wedding singer and that, is wedding venues, because they're just stunning. They're like postcards anyway. Wedding venues and the outdoory scenic sort of things. No one wants to see you playing in your back room, you know, or whatever.
Yeah, the black, like, got a few little strobe lights on or something. Some of those videos can be really crisp and clean.
They can, yeah.
If you get like a...
But there's so many of them, I think it's a problem. Like, there's an abundance of people singing in the living room on Instagram. So it's just trying to do something a bit different in it.
100%.
Fair.
Yeah, I think that's the future.
Sound. What have you got coming up this weekend, Danny?
What have I got? Got Kirkfield tomorrow.
Nice.
And then, where are we Saturday? Wells and Cross in Sandbach.
I love it in there.
Have you been there before? Yeah. It's a good vibe in there.
Or I got a wedding actually from there the last time I played, and I thought they were joking. And then the next morning they were like, "Hi Connor, like we've just sent you the deposit," and I was like, "What? It wasn't until 2027."
Yeah, I've had a few 2027s
like,
come in.
But they see me at the gig and come over, and once you think some people are just a bit drunk or whatever, and
they're
or like, we want to book you for our wedding, and we're getting married, and we only live up the road, and I was like, okay, yeah, here's my contact details, let me know and stuff. And then they messaged me that evening, like, definitely interested. So I just sent
Just opening another bottle of wine, watching your videos on YouTube.
Yeah, so I sent them back a quote, and then was like, I do require 20% deposit. The next morning I woke up, money was in the bank. I was like, wow, okay. So it's weird taking bookings for 27, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know, like...
Alex doesn't like me doing it.
Like what happened?
What, because you're just not planning ahead too far?
Yeah, because we're going to have some flexibility around it. We'll go away for a honeymoon.
It's hard though, isn't it? Yeah. Like I'm in the same thing.
Harry might have 2 kids by then.
It's very difficult to say no to stuff, but at the same time, you're like, well,
Baby Benson.
I don't know what I'm going to be doing in 18 months' time.
Baby Benson.
Baby Benson boots.
Right, to finish this episode, I'm just going to do a backflip off the...
Yeah.
So follow Danny. Go follow Danny.
What have you got?
I've got voicing tonight in Heswall. I've got full day wedding tomorrow, private party Saturday afternoon, OBK Saturday night, and bar 361 on Sunday. So I've taken 2 weeks off, pretty much.
Yeah. Up to 361.
Up to 361.
I love that place. Okay, so I have got Friday. Tomorrow I'm in Wales, playing a holiday park.
Nice.
And
Pontins.
No, it's not Pontins. Anyway.
Butlins?
It's a luxury holiday park. No, it's not. But anyway, it's a nice holiday park anyway. Playing a holiday park in Wales, and then I'm playing Friday afternoon. I'm playing a wedding in the Vincent in Southport.
It's nice there.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then playing a wedding there, and then I'm going on to Penketh, which I still don't know where that is, but I need to find out. But I'm going on to Penketh to do an evening party. That's it. So I've got a holiday park, a wedding, and then a private party, and that's my weekend. How about that? That's a cool weekend, that. 3 gigs, and it's like a lot of money.
Will you be able to get all of the foam off you from Pontins/Butlins/luxury holiday park before you're able to get to the next gigs?
Have you ever been asked to strip for a gig?
That's the end of this episode.